Hey everybody, it's Derrick with X Screen Thrills.
And I'm Kara, Derrick's wife.
Yeah, so we're here today. We thought we'd just talk about a few things. There's, I guess you could say a few things have happened in the coaster world with some roller coaster announcements and whatnot. And I mean, it is November, the Halloween season has ended. So if you live in the northeast part of the country, that pretty much means your roller coaster days for this year is done. So yeah, we might talk about like some of our favorite moments of 2022, and then I got a couple questions to throw at Kara. I thought it'd be fun, challenge her to see what she really knows about roller coasters. So yeah, let's just start off. So what was your favorite trip this year?
My favorite trip this year. So we did a lot of stuff this year.
We did, yes.
We went to Florida in February, and then we went to Florida again in April. So I don't think I could really choose between the two. I mean, when we went in...
I can.
Okay.
I had the most fun going to Islands of Adventure this year. I think I learned that is my favorite park overall. Like, it pretty much has everything that I want in a theme park. Like, okay, it has my favorite roller coaster, Velocicoaster, but newsflash, okay, yeah, your park might have like 15, 16, 17 roller coasters, but let's be honest, I don't really want to ride all 17 of those roller coasters when I go to the park. I usually hone in on like 2 or 3 that you're really, really like, and those are the ones that you hit. Well, good thing about Islands of Adventure is they pretty much have those 3 roller coasters that you just want to ride. So, yeah, I mean, obviously the theming, everything is so amazing. So yeah, I just really love going back to that park. So much fun seeing like the Harry Potter stuff, Jurassic Park. As lame as like the King Kong ride was, but oh yeah, and I never did the Spider-Man ride until this year, so that was fun. But,
that was fun.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, going to Florida.
We also went to Silver Dollar City.
We did go to Silver Dollar City, but I unfortunately Silver Dollar City does not quite live up to going to Disney World.
Well, no.
So we went back to Disney World for the first time since 2009 this year, and I worked at Disney World in 2009, so going back was amazing.
So like a typical female, she still hasn't given us the answer what her favorite park was for the year. So favorite park.
Magic Kingdom.
Okay, there we go. That was her answer. Okay, so we have also ridden, I wouldn't say that we've ridden a ton of new roller coasters, but like, what was your favorite roller coasters that you went on this year and in 2022? And it doesn't mean that the roller coaster opened in 2022, but like new to you this year.
Yeah, new credits.
Yes.
So obviously Velocicoaster is at the top of the list, obviously. Next would be Time Traveler. Like, easy Time Traveler. I love that ride.
Yeah, that one blew me out of the water.
Let's see. Other new credits for this year. I want to say Pantheon, but I only got to ride it one time.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was an amazing ride. My one ride. I wish I could have ridden it again. I don't know. What else did we ride this year? I
mean, the biggest ones we did Iron Gwazi, Icebreaker, the roller coasters out at Silver Dollar City. I'm trying to think if there's any other like big coaster that. I mean, you obviously didn't ride Afterburn, I don't think, until this year, or Intimidator, right?
That's true.
Carowinds.
That's true. Those were new for 22 credits for me.
But I mean, those are pretty much like the major ones. Like, so for me, my top 3 this year, Velocicoaster, Time Traveler, like you, and I was kind of tossing around this one, but I think Pantheon. I mean, that's the one that I had the most rides because I was down there in March, and yeah, I know. Well, seriously, those were like the best coasters. I mean, Time Traveler, I almost wanted to say. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's just, it's so unique. Like, I'm sure a lot of people talk about it. It's one of those coasters that you're like, okay, it's a spinning roller coaster that, does inversions or something. But it's so much more than that. Like, it's just like every ride that you have on that roller coaster is just like a different experience. Like, you could be going through that airtime hill backwards, sideways, or just continually like flipping through the inversion. I mean, there's so many different outcomes you have in that roller coaster, and it just makes it so exciting. But,
I mean, plus the theming, the station, the sounds of like the clock ticking, and then the bell dinging as you go out of the station.
The location. I mean, obviously that drop out of the station. I mean, sure, there's other parks that sort of do a drop out of the station, but no other roller coaster does a drop quite like Time Traveler out of the station. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, no, those are my top 3. So you're kind of saying Pantheon, I guess, is where you're.
I guess so, yeah.
I don't know.
I unfortunately can't say Gwazi because I was on Gwazi and then got bumped off the ride because of weather, so left kind of a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. So before we move on, obviously as you heard Kara, she's my wife Kara, and little thing you might not know, she actually does a lot of content over on Instagram. She pretty much posts all the photos that you'll see over there. She actually, pretty much any photo you ever see on my channel it's taken by Kara. I pretty much stick to the video and she just handles all the photos and stuff. But so yeah, that's how that works. But let's move on to a couple news topics. So the biggest news, I guess, would be a couple days ago we had the Wildcat's Revenge announcement at Hershey Park. We all kind of knew that Wildcat, their old GCI wooden roller coaster, was going to get some sort of conversion. So yeah, I was kind of hoping GCI was going to be the one that did the project, but in the end it was Rocky Mountain Construction, and I mean, the ride looks good. What do you think?
I'm very excited to go to Hershey next year.
Yeah, I mean, so this may sound really weird, but actually one of the things that I'm really excited about this roller coaster is the fact that it has 3 trains and it's going to have a loading and an unloading station. Because if there's one thing you know about Hershey Park, like some of their best coasters, like Storm Runner, especially Fahrenheit, has horrible operations because it's like small trains and it seems like they barely can send those. So on Wildcat's Revenge, I mean, we all know how slow like Rocky Mountain construction trains are to get in and get out of. I mean, of course, the fastest I saw was like still Vengeance Zero, but regardless, yeah, Iron Gwazi was just like that was like 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes. That's awful. So yeah, this gives me some hope. I mean, the coaster's gonna be good. So to me, this is just another step in the right direction. So I'm excited about that. So moving on really quick. So there's the surf coaster going to SeaWorld Orlando. I don't know if we'll make it back down there this year or not to check it out. I mean, it looks interesting. It's a stand-up coaster and the seats bob up and down, I guess. I mean, like, so yeah, I mean, I said in this other videos, I'm hoping that it's going to be a comfortable experience. I mean, I would assume B&M wouldn't release it unless it was a comfortable experience, because that's kind of what was the downfall of the original stand-up coaster in the first place. But I don't know, do you have any takes on that ride at all? No. It's another launch coaster by B&M, so that's a positive.
Just another reason to go back to SeaWorld.
Yeah, seriously.
We love SeaWorld.
We love SeaWorld. That's honestly is one of my other favorite parks too. So, Top Thrill Dragster. Obviously, there's some work going on it. There's really not much to say. Everybody has all their speculations. El Toro Ryan was talking about something about like Gerstlauer being involved. I'm sorry, not Gerstlauer, Zamperla. It's going to be what it is.
Obviously, we'll wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, no, really, there's really not much to say. It's kind of like, okay, like, people have been asking, like, what's the new roller coaster, the new attraction coming to Kennywood, and I have absolutely no idea. Like,
it's not a roller coaster.
Unless they do shock us, and it's like one of those like compact like shuttle coasters by Zamperla or by like Intamin or whatnot. But yeah, it's gonna be some kind of flat ride of some sort, I'm sure, and I'm sure it's gonna be alien themed, but we have no idea, and I don't know. We'll see what it is. Yeah, and the other big news is. So by the time this video drops, you probably already know exactly what they're doing, because, so what is it? Grizzly at King's Dominion, they said that they're going to be doing something to the ride. I can't even remember, what did they say? They said like, restore the roar. Yeah, that's what it was, restore the roar. And my assumption is it's probably going to be the same thing that happened to Beast. They had Gravity Group come in and do some major work, and that ride is so much better than it was.
Beast is good now.
Yeah, it was actually really good this year. I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah. And Grizzly is just a complete train wreck. Like, that was awful. I rode it in the front row because I was thinking, okay, that's got to be like the best. And yeah, it was just bad. I was like, there's no reason why I would ever get on that roller coaster again. So yeah, whatever they do, I mean, they can't make it worse. I mean, unless they just literally light it on fire, which again, I don't know. But yeah, moving on. So let's find out what Kara knows about roller coasters. So since she's involved, kind of give you a little sample of how much she knows or whatever. Yeah, so I created a few questions here. So.
And I don't know what they are.
No. So the first question I have is tell me 5 types of roller coasters by B&M.
5 types of roller coasters? Not 5 coasters.
Not 5 coasters, but like their types, designs.
So like a wing coaster?
Yes, that'd be
what
one.
You mean?
Yep.
Okay, so a wing coaster, a stand-up coaster.
Yeah.
Are you calling like a hyper coaster? Is that?
Yeah, that's one of their models.
Type of coaster?
It is. It's one of their models. So you have wing coaster, stand-up coaster, hyper coaster.
A giga coaster?
No, not really, because they consider their hyper and the gigas as like the same thing.
They consider it the same thing.
They do.
Okay. Okay, a dive coaster?
Yes.
Is a dive coaster and a floorless coaster the same thing?
No, I mean, okay, so the dive coasters technically started off with floors, and then they pretty much now every single one is floorless. Like,
so you have
since 2006 or 7, pretty much everyone after that has always been floorless.
So a dive coaster is number 4, and then
a
floorless
would
coaster
be
would be number 5.
Yeah. I thought you would have said something like inverted coaster. Or, I guess you've been on a couple that are flying coasters, but
oh yeah,
but they are the king of inverted roller coasters. Like they're everywhere. So okay, so yeah, you did pretty good.
When I think B&M though, I think of like hyper coasters.
Yes, we both really do like the hyper coasters by B&M. If there's one thing I learned this year is I really do like those models like Fury 325, Mako, Diamondback. I know some people don't really like Candemonium, but I like Candemonium, Nitro. But anyways, moving on. Orion, yeah. Name one roller coaster that opened in 2019.
Steel Curtain.
Yay! I thought you should get that one. I was trying to throw that one as like a little easy one. But okay, what's the name of the first roller coaster by Rocky Mountain Construction? This one's a little tough.
It's New Texas Giant?
Yes. Yeah, you got that. Wow, I wasn't thinking you were going to get that one. So, yes, New Texas Giant.
We did watch the documentary about ROC.
No, I guess we did both watch that.
We did watch it. Thanks, Coaster Studios.
Yeah. New Texas Giant had 6 Flags Over Texas. And the last question I created was, how many roller coasters are located at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg? And that's not including the one that's on the way.
I don't know. Am I supposed to know this number off the top of my head?
Yep. We'll just count it out.
Count it out. Okay.
Figure it out.
Pantheon, Tempesto, Apollo's Chariot. And then you have Loch Ness, Griffin, Alpengeist, Grover.
I lost count where you were at.
7.
Okay.
I'm trying to walk through the circle of Busch Gardens. There's nothing over there. Is there 7?
There's more.
There's more. What am I missing?
It's probably easier in your mind if you start in Italy, go to Germany, and then to France. Go that way. You'll probably...
Oh, Verbolten.
Okay.
And...
one more. I don't think you said it, but there's one more, obviously. And fun fact, I don't think you've actually ridden this roller coaster at the park.
There's a roller coaster at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg? I've never ridden.
Don't think so, because we usually ended up, by the time we get over there, the line's either too long.
Oh, Invader.
Yeah.
But I have ridden Invader.
You have ridden it? Okay,
yeah.
I wasn't sure if you did or not, because the first time we were there, you were pregnant.
Yeah.
And then we came back, I thought we skipped it that one year. And
we rode it in
2021.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so you did ride it then.
Okay. Now, I have some questions for Derrick.
What? This was not planned.
I promise. Okay, so I just have a couple of questions, okay?
Okay.
And you will probably just blow through these, okay?
Maybe.
What roller coaster was designed by an Eagle Scout to simulate going over Niagara Falls in a barrel?
What? Yeah, when you get into history stuff, I have no idea. But so a roller coaster designed by an Eagle Scout to simulate going over the Niagara Falls in a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what state that roller coaster is located in?
Florida?
Really? I feel like the Eagle Scout is like a...
Do you know what an Eagle Scout is?
Yes, I know what an Eagle Scout is. I just feel like that's like a throw-off. So it's like probably an engineer that just happens that was an Eagle Scout back in the day.
You're probably correct.
But, I mean, I'm just thinking about Florida. Like, I couldn't tell you what kind of ride would even... I mean, other than like something like Sheikra or whatnot. But Sheikra? See, okay, that makes no sense, but okay.
Why? Sheikra? Like going over Niagara Falls?
I feel like that's like a not true statement or something, but okay.
I did not verify that.
So... I mean, it is
We'll find
B&M.
out.
They're located in, what, Switzerland or something? So I felt like the little Eagle Scout thing, but I don't know.
What was the United States' first hyper twister coaster? Okay, and that is defined as over 200 feet tall with a track that interweaves within itself.
I'm assuming the answer is going to be Raging Bull.
Yes.
Okay.
Which of the following roller coasters is the oldest? I'm going to give you 4.
Okay.
Okay. Invertigo, Medusa, Ghost Rider, or the Raven?
Well, it's obviously not Invertigo. And then you said Medusa, but, I mean, Medusa, there's 2 of them? Yes? There's the one out in California, and then the one now at Six Flags Great Adventure. I'm pretty sure it's, you said Raven, and then you said Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
I think Raven opened up before Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Raven.
Raven opened up in 95.
And then Ghost Rider was at 99? Or 96?
Nope.
98?
98.
Okay.
And it says Invertigo opened in 98.
Oh, really? Why was I thinking that was like 2001? But okay.
And Medusa opened in 99.
Well, was that saying Six Flags Great Adventure?
At Great Adventure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, there's one more question.
All right.
And this one comes to us courtesy of Austin at Derailed Coasters.
Really? Okay, Austin.
Okay.
Trying to show me up.
He said to ask you, who designed the layout for Hellcat at Clementon Park?
I have no idea.
Take a wild guess.
Take a wild guess. Okay, Hellcat, that's like people consider it to be like one of the worst wooden roller coasters. I mean, or in some ways, or it's aged really badly. So, are we talking about the actual person or the manufacturer?
The person.
The person. See, I don't really know many of the, I think what everybody knows, I can't even think of his name. Like, you think I would know the guy from, like, Rocky Mountain Construction.
You think you know his name?
I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now.
Oh, well, you fail.
Is that actually him?
Yes.
What's his name?
Alan.
Oh, Alan Schulke.
Yes.
Okay. Really? Okay, that's... You know what? Now you mentioned it, I think I might have known that, but... He is involved in, like, many different roller coasters. He's had his hand involved in many different projects out there, like ones you wouldn't even think of.
Like Hellcat.
Yes. So, yeah, interesting. Well, that was fun. I guess I sort of failed on my questions. If there's one thing I've never been good at is, like, true history stuff, but it comes down to, like, I don't know, like, the technical stuff. I've always been great at memorizing, but, like, yeah, ask me, like, historical questions about Kennywood, I'll be like, I don't know. So, well, I mean, it's not my true home park, but, So yeah, well, that's it for today. I hope you guys like this different kind of style content. If you do, you'll see more content coming this way. And if you guys absolutely hate it, well, then I guess this was a dud and one and done, I guess. I don't know. But no, I know this is great. So yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content from Extreme Thrills.